Hi, I'm Madison Ebberts. I'm the four-wheel PR coordinator for American Honda. Super excited to be out here. We're here at Mid-America in Jay, Oklahoma. Super awesome track, plenty of trails, short course track, cabins, pool, everything we need for our media drive event. So we're out here unveiling the new Talon 1000 R4. We got the media out, come try it out, test it, review it, see what they think about this new model. This model is all about family. It's geared toward our family performance driver. So we added those 2 extra seats in the back for the R model. I've had the chance to get out on the trails in it. Super fun, really good performance car. And we're super excited to be out here at Mid-America and show it off. So what we like to do at Honda is invite out those who have led the engineering on this model. So I'd like to get the chance to talk with Maria Rowland, our large project leader on the Talon 1000 R4. Maria, thanks for coming out. It's been fun having you out here, talking to the media. I think your knowledge speaks for itself with this model. I think we'd like to hear a little bit from you. Tell us about the model, kind of the planning process and some features on this new model.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So we'll get started. This is our 4-seater variation. So with that, we're pairing the R-type suspension. So we finally have that performance suspension paired with the 4-seater, so you can take your family or your friends out. We have put a lot of focus into making sure that our 4-seater is great for everyone. We put a lot of focus in our rear seats, making sure they're spacious, making sure that there's stadium seating. So what that means is your rear passengers can actually see out the window. They're going to have just as good of a ride experience and see all the beautiful outdoors that you're out there to enjoy, as much as the front seat passengers. We also spent a lot of time on handling and stability to make sure that the ride is just as comfortable in the rear as it is in the front. With this being our biggest of the Talon lineup, we've done a lot of improvements and strength increases on this model. You're going to see those trickle down to the rest of our vehicles. So we'll kind of start with the top, but for the ROPS, we've strategically increased the tube thickness and we've updated the gusseting for this larger model. So we have strength increase on our rollover protection system. Additionally, looking at our suspension, we didn't just take the R-type suspension and put it on the 4P. We wanted to make sure that this unit has really good handling and performance. So we actually set specific targets for how we wanted this to handle. We did modify the wheel position on the R-type suspension. So this is going to give you kind of an ideal turning radius and an ideal characteristic for this 4P vehicle. We want it to feel just as easy to get through everything as our other type models. Overall, the vehicle is wider. This one's about 68 inches versus the X model, which is around 64. So you're getting a longer wheelbase, a wider vehicle, and you're getting more suspension stroke overall. So you're getting the same suspension stroke as our 2P R-types, 20 in the rear and 17 in the front. Looking at the arms, we did upgrade the arms. So we've increased the strength on these along with that geometry that I mentioned. And then all through in here, we have updated steering. So from the rack up through the shafts and the EPS unit, it's completely new for 2023. Everything's been increased in size and capability. Our new EPS unit is highly intelligent versus the one that we had in the past. So this one's it's got an 80% increase in torque assist. You're not gonna feel the wheel get pulled out of your hands. It's not gonna overheat. The performance is really noticeable. With that, in 22, we've also increased our i4-wheel drive. So this i4-wheel drive has had about a 50% reduction in reaction time. It's basically instant now. It's also been tuned and considered for larger tires. So for all of our systems that are talking together, everything we know that our customers are modifying the vehicle and adding bigger tires, you're going to be able to do that and you're still going to have great performance. Other things to point out for 23, we have new wheels, new tires. We have increased traction in the front and a little bit thicker sidewall with these new tires. Performance is really maintained still with this Kenda tire. For 2023, one of our other new features is we've added a full door. So previously this area was open. We've taken a lot of market feedback since the Talon released in 2019, and we've tried to really incorporate that into our recent models. So we have added full coverage here. Honda overall uses a blow mold door. So this allows us one advantage in that we can have a large cavity for storage. So on this 4P vehicle, you're going to get 4 large secure compartments that you can store things. Anything if you want your rain gear in with you because you expect to get wet later in the day. Anything you want easy and not to have to dig through your packouts. We've also added cup holders in each door, so a total of 4 cup holders for storage compartments. So we're just trying to make sure everybody can bring what they need. We do have under the seat storage as well. So underneath there's secure netted storage for anything that you want to take with you. For 23-year model, we've also modified our drive modes. So we've added a sport in low range. So when you want to keep your RPMs up, you're now able to select that option. I'd also like to highlight some of the other things that we've carried forward from 22-year model. We heard market feedback. We've collected all that information from you guys. We have increased our paddle shifters. So now during aggressive driving, there's just more reach for you to be able to grab and shift and keep your RPMs where you'd like them. We've also carried over the relocated meter. The meter screen is clearer, easier to see, and it's located right central so you can see it at all times. With that, we've replaced it with accessory switch bar. We also have, this one comes stock, we also have an extra panel that you can put here and as part of our accessory kit. With that, I'd kind of like to highlight, we have the new sport mode, but I'd also like to highlight our SAS. For the new 4P 1000, we've kept the Fox Live valve system and we've tuned it really for this 4P application. So you're going to notice a huge difference with the live valve system versus a non-live valve system. You're going to be able to put it in sport mode. It'll keep the vehicle higher, keep the vehicle stiffer. Our sport mode is working with our Bosch. Our Bosch sensors are kind of the brain of the unit. It's a really good pairing with Fox's live valve. So the system is constantly measuring your pitch, your roll, your yaw, and it's making adjustments for you on the fly. So as your terrain changes and as your driving style changes, you don't have to mess with anything. It's adjusting for you and it's going to always give you kind of that best feel, that flat ride so that you can keep on driving aggressive and not be getting beat up.
For this new model and for this media drive event, we wanted to highlight some of our accessories. So we put a number of accessories on our units, and a big one of those was lights. We put our Honda accessory lights on there, light bar, and these 2 pod lights are auxiliary light pods. And we, for this event, wanted to get the media out to test out the lights, so we included a night ride in the first day of our event, and it's been a huge hit so far. Everybody's enjoyed our river crossings, getting out on the trail at night, something a little different. Wanted to highlight our accessories. What's really cool about these new models and Honda is how our accessories are all integrated into the model. So super easy plug and play accessories. Anyone at home can install them themselves, or you can bring it to your local dealer to get them installed. In addition to the lights, we had some external accessories that we added to the units. This one in particular has the intrusion bar that you can bolt on, extra protection for while you're out on the trail riding in the desert with your family. A few other things, different storage bags. We have roof storage bags that mount onto the ROPS up here, both sides. Plenty of storage for both passengers, in addition to all the door storage you have. So planning for this event, I've been out in our R4 marking the trails, and I've had all my arrows, steaks in a cargo bag, waters, snacks, all in this door. So there's plenty of storage in the door, under the seat storage, and then cup holders in the middle. So makes it perfect when you're out with your family, lots of storage for riding. We also have a bag in the rear that mounts also onto the ROPS, both sides, still more storage. We hear a lot, we take a lot of feedback from our customers, and one of the biggest things has been storage. So in addition to those things, we also have a cargo box and bags available. The bags clip onto our hooks back here in the bed. Cargo boxes, we have mount plates that mount to the cargo bed, and then you could clip in your cargo box. So been really helpful for us marking trails. Put your ice chest in there, bring your lunch, whatever else you need to get out on the trail. Just continuing to move around the unit, different accessories we have. We have the over fenders, so if you want increased protection on your unit, you can add the larger fenders, front and rear. Different mud guards, things like that you can mount on, trailing arm guards, A-arm guards, things like that. For more external protection, you know, depending on what kind of trails you're getting out on and what kind of, and whatever you're putting your unit through, want to make sure you're protected. Accessories is a huge part of the side-by-side market. Most side-by-sides don't even leave the dealer without a good handful of accessories bolted on. In addition to that, some of the other accessories we have: rear view mirrors, side mirrors to increase visibility, full audio system. New for the 22 model year, we added rear speaker pods as well as a subwoofer to the audio system we already had. They're all sold separately, but if you get it all, it's all integrated really well. And then new for this model year is we added a ground to the front, so you don't have to take your ground all the way to the rear of the car. There's one easily accessible right in the front. And then, like I said, we wanted to make sure our accessories were well integrated. So for under the hood, for mounting your accessories, we have a new for the 22 model year fuse box, bus bar. You get power right up front, super easy to plug in your accessories, get them to a switch, and you're ready to go. We also added for the 22 model year a switch plate to, you can add it into the little cubby on your center console and our center dash, and extra switches for whatever accessories you wanted to put on. And what's really cool about that kit is it comes with a USB switch. So into one of your switch buttons, you can add 2 USB ports. Makes it super easy to charge your phone, charge your GPS, things like that. We also added to these units for our trail ride our Garmin tread that we sell through Honda. They're mounted up onto the ROPS, go directly to power, so they're on while you're driving the unit. And what's really cool about those and what's been cool for our event is we can link them up with the entire group and the group ride function, and we can see where we all are. Out here at Mid-America, there's tons of trails. They go every which way. If we get separated, we can see on that Garmin that somebody has gone off the trail, and we can stop, regroup, make sure we're all together and we're all staying safe. So that's a really cool feature on the GPS. Plenty of accessories. We didn't go too overboard with the units we have here, but wanted to highlight a handful of them, mainly the lights for our night ride, and just kind of show a little bit of what we have. All right, so we're super excited to be out here. We're ready to get the media out and test this new model. Really excited about this. I've been waiting for this one personally for a long time, to have our iteration of this model in a 4-seat. Super excited to get out on the trails, have the media out, curious and excited to see what they think of this model. I think we're gonna have a good time out here at Mid-America, and thanks for watching.